Hello everyone. In the last session, we have started the concept of strings. In that class, we have defined what a string is. I have given multiple definitions for defining a string, but the important definitions you have to remember is an array of characters, or we can say a sequence of characters. And we said that every string is terminated by a null character. When you enclose the string in double quotes, no need of specifying the null character explicitly. But when you specify a string character by character, then there is a need to mention the null character. When we define a character array, so you can mention the size of the array or you don't mention the size of the array. If you don't mention the size of the array, the size depends on the number of characters that you provide to an array. And we have seen there are four different ways to represent a character array. Now, in today's session, what we are going to do is, so I'm going to say that every string, the strings can be stored or strings can be implemented using two methods. Or in two ways, we can store the strings or you can implement the strings. The first one is using character array, using character array. And second one, using character pointer, using character pointer. Right? So first we are talking about how to use the character array for representing strings. As we discussed in the previous class, take an array of character type. For example, I'm writing the character yes, and here I'm writing any size. Assume that I'm giving the size 10. Here, if you keep semicolon and in the next line, if you try to assign s of 10 equals to some string like this, hello, now it will give error. So here this is the declaration and this is the definition. While you are using the concept of the strings, so don't go for the declaration in separate statement and definition in separate statement. Both things must be done in the single line. Means that you have to say character s of 10 is equals to you have to say hello. So this gives error. You have to define and declare like this character s of 10 equals to hello. Whenever we define this like this, then internally I said it is stored like this. So total s of 0 is the first one and last one is the s of 9. And you know the characters are stored in the form of character constants h, e, l, l, okay, o. Last character is null character. Everything is enclosed in single quotes. And every location is having its own address. Assume that the first location address is 1000, next one is automatically 1, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1003, and 1004. Last one is 1005. These are the addresses. Now, in the previous classes, I said the array name internally points to the starting address or the base address. Here, what is the array name here? Yes. So S is nothing but ampersand of S of 0. That means S itself 1000. Please don't think that S is the variable which consists of 1000. No. In this case, it becomes the pointer. But I'm not taking the concept of the pointer. S, it seems to be S, but it is 1000. That is very, very important. Okay. Now, how to read the strings into a character array? To read the string, generally we use the statement scanf. Okay. How we are reading the string at a time as a whole, or we are reading the character by character as a whole. Why? Why? Because we are using the format specifier percentage %s. If we are trying to read character by character, we have to use percentage %c. But we are not using percentage %c. At a time, we want to store the string. So for that, better to use percentage %s, comma. Generally, in the scanf statement, we use ampersand symbol. But here, if you use ampersand s, I'm not using s of 0, s of 1. I'm using only directly s. S represents the common array name, which gives the base. Okay. Once we know the base, we can print the remaining characters by using percentage %s. Right? Before s, no need of writing ampersand. This is not required. If you write ampersand, it will not give any error, but it is not required. Why it is not required? I said that S itself an address. So in scanf we mention address when S itself becomes an address, no enough writing S. Sorry, ampersand. So while reading the elements into an array, there we mentioned ampersand of A of 0, A of 1. That is different. A of 0, we are reading the elements into A of 0. But here, when we read individually into the memory location, then we have mentioned separate percentage %d. But here, we are reading as a whole into the string S itself an address. So once we know the base address, automatically all the characters are stored in the subsequent contiguous locations. So when the string ends only when the null character is replaced. So this is the way of reading the string into a variable called character array S. After this, just now I said the array is like this: H, E, L, L, O, and last character is this. Everything is enclosed in single quotes, right? And this is S of 0, right? S of 1. For example, if you want to modify the first character, is it possible? Yes. How to change this? Just you write in the programming statements, you can say S of 0 equals to some character, any character you can write. In single quotes, you can say M, single quotes. So then this is replaced with M. This could be possible by using character arrays. Now, if you want to know the size of the string here, if I say size, if you want to say size of S, the string name is S. We know the size of operator gives the size of a particular data type. S is the character array. When we say size of S, it gives how many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It also counts the null characters. It gives 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It may be hello or mellow. So the characters are 5, including the null character 6. When you say size of S, it gives 6. But when you say length, the length gives only 5 characters. That is very, very important. Size considers null character also, whereas the length does not consider the null character. This you have to carefully remember. Right? Now, another important thing is when we say character array, then the string is stored in the character array variable S, or character, we have variable in that, we have some location, in that location the string is stored. Now, we are using the second concept, we are going to use character pointer. Character pointer. This is very, very important. Now, see here, I'm taking the variable like this, character ptr is equals to, you can write star here or you can write star here, okay? Character star ptr equals to, in double quotes, I'm saying hello. This is also valid. Now, how to print this hello? You can write printf %s double quotes close comma, just you can say ptr. Now we are going to get the hello. In the previous case, that means a character string yes. To print the string, what we write printf %s comma s. So here also we are writing s, but here we are writing ptr. Now, what is the difference between this and this? So in the first case, we have a variable as, in this we are going to store the string in the form of character constants. But here, when we say character star of ptr, there is a variable called ptr, okay, and there is a space for the hello, that is unknown space, in which we are going to store hello, and the last character we know null character, single characters are there, right? Now, H is having the base address, I said, assume that these are the addresses, right? The base address means the address of the first character H is stored in this pointer ptr. How much? 1000. See the ptr reverse direction you have to write. The ptr consists of the base address of the first, this entire array. This hello string is stored in somewhere, read-only memory, we can say, right? So this string literal hello is stored somewhere, that is read-only memory, which is pointed by the ptr. Now, in this case, if you want to know the size of ptr, so it is going to give the value 4 bytes. 4 bytes what? 4 bytes is only the pointer size, not the number of characters that is called hello, right? So in the character array, the size of the array is fixed, but here for the character pointer, the size of array is not fixed. And when we print the size of PTR, it gives only 4 bytes. It's not going to give the number of characters which are stored at somewhere. What I want to say here, whenever we use character pointer and if we store the string, that string is stored at somewhere, or we can say read-only memory, and that string is not modifiable, or that cannot be modified. That is very, very important. But when you use the character array, you can easily modify. Character pointers cannot be modified. Once it is defined, that's all. It is stored in the read-only memory and it cannot be updated. That you carefully observe. This is the main difference between the character array and character pointer. After this, what we are going to do is we are going to use some format specifiers like this percentage dot ns. This is one important format specifier. We also use second one percentage dot ms. This is the second one. Sorry, not dot ms. This is percentage m dot ns. What is the difference between this and this? Percentage dot ns in this sense, for example, assume that we have given character s of 10 equals to hello, hello world. Assume that here I'm writing like this, hello world. How many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So better to give here 12. The size I'm giving 12. Now after giving this string like this, if I write like this printf double quotes percentage dot 5s, percentage dot 5s, double quotes close comma s. So what do you mean by percentage dot 5s? Means that from the entire string hello world, it is going to display only first 5 characters. Means it is going to display hello, right? Only hello, first 5 characters. That is very, very important, right? Now, when you use another notation like printf percentage 6.5 s, 6.5 s, double quotes close comma s. In this case, what happened? Total there are 6 spaces, reserve 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces reserved. Now, from right to left, it is going to print out of 6 spaces, it is going to print 5 characters of the first string. What are the first 5 characters here? Hello. So this is means we are going to get hello, but first it is printing empty space. The difference between the first one and second one is first one prints like this, hello, and second one displays hello like this. Total, it reserves 6 spaces. Out of 6 spaces, it is going to print 5 characters. Here it takes only 5 characters. So these are the different notations of the format specifiers by which we can format the output which is printed on the screen. Now after this, next what we are going to discuss here is the main problem of the scanf is when we give a string with multiple words, the scanf statement is unable to read. For example, if I say printf, okay, we are defining some string, we are taking the character array, for example, s of 20, we have declared character s of 20, and assume that we are saying printf enter any string. Now what we are going to see, we are using the scanf statement percentage s and simply we say s. Here no need of writing ampersand. Why? Because the scanf does not require ampersand here. Why? Because s itself represents address and we are reading at a time a string as a whole, right? No need of writing ampersand here. Now if you print string here, what is the output? For example, at runtime from the keyboard, I have given the string as hello world. I have given the string hello world, and after I press enter, So when you print this string yes, it's not going to print hello world. It is going to print only hello, whatever the world. So whenever the scanf statement encounters the space, the scanf statement states that the string has ended. That's the drawback of the scanf statement, right? And it is not going to read the remaining word. So it has read only hello, and that is displayed by using printf statement. The output we are going to get is hello. This is a drawback of scanf statement. So to overcome this problem, instead of using scanf statement, you can use this statement or function called getS. You have to use getS. How to use getS? Just you write getS and you give the string name or array name. Yes, getS S. Simple. So another doubt you can ask, can you read the string with multiple words by using scanf? Yes, it is possible. But what you have to use is you have to use the format specifier percentage caret symbol /n. You have to use this and you say S. This you have to use. But writing this kind of format specifier takes time. Better to prefer getS. Get string in bracket, you have to mention the array name, character array name. So this is the main problem with the scanf statement. When you get this kind of problem, please prefer getS. After this, we can also, instead of using printf statement, you can also use the function called puts, or we can say puts function. What is the difference? Puts function is similar to printf, but the difference here is puts function puts the string and also writes a new line character. Writes the new line character. That means, for example, if I say puts hello, again puts hello, puts hello. Here I'm writing these puts. Now right side I'm writing printf hello, printf hello, printf hello. What is the difference we are going to identify? See here, printf statement does not write new line character by default. So if you use puts here, we are going to get the output like this, hello. In the next line, automatically it writes the new line character. Means the cursor moves from here to here and it prints hello. Again, the cursor moves to the next line. So we are getting hello, hello. But in this case, the printf statement not going to write the new line character. Hello, it prints and the cursor remains here. Again, we are going to get hello here. The cursor remains here. That is the main difference between printf and puts. So I think we have discussed that what is the difference between scanf statement and getS. So how to read multiple strings, multiple word strings using scanf statement, and also what is the main difference between printf and puts. And I said how to represent the arrays by using character arrays as well as character pointers. So what is the difference we identified? When you use the concept of character pointers, the strings cannot be modified. Why? Because the strings are stored at read-only memory when you use character pointer, but when you use character arrays, we can easily modify. And the array name itself represents the base address that we discussed. Tomorrow we will see the remaining. With this, I'm going to close the session. Thank you for watching.